Oh man, I love it when I'm right. Oh man. Oh man, I could tell that fucking movie's gonna bomb if this movie gets made. McFarlane, you made this script for 20 fucking years! You promised us you would make a Spawn movie. Well, guess what, McFarlane? You failed. As I knew you would. Because the facts are, you're not a director. You're a comic book artist. You're a comic book writer. You're a guy that makes toys. Maybe at one hand you're a good producer on doing a Spawn cartoon. But besides that, really nothing. You're nothing. And this movie will bomb if this gets made. This movie will put a bad name to Spawn. It will probably make the 90s movie of Spawn look like a fucking masterpiece. And if you don't believe me, there's a link down below to my video that talks about everything about Spawn, the reboot. Go ahead, I dare you, to see this guy, Tom McFarlane, has been writing and trying to make ideas to do a Spawn movie, to have him direct, that he has no experience on doing a movie. He doesn't have a clue making a movie. He's a comic book artist. He's a comic book writer. He's the guy that makes toys and statues. He doesn't have a fucking clue how to make a movie. So I know for a fact this movie was probably going to be a massive fucking failure. Failure. When you have an unexperienced director writing a character that he has made and try to reinvent him to be this boogeyman fucking character that is a mockery, a spit in the face of the character that we all know. That's insulting. And for all the shields that told me that I was a dumbass for saying this movie was going to be a failure, are you happy? Are you happy now? Because I was right the whole entire time. The guy doesn't know what the fuck he's doing. The guy didn't know how to make a script that is at least decent enough to make a fucking movie. He doesn't. Maybe a TV show, that's a completely different scenario because you have time to breathe your story, breathe your characters. With a 2-hour movie, absolutely not. Unbelievable. I'm actually disgusted. I'm actually grateful that this movie didn't got fully made. And I hope it doesn't. I hope it doesn't. Now all those shields of McFarlane could fucking truly see the fucking truth. This guy doesn't know how to make a movie. Now you know. The truth hurts, doesn't it? I know it hurts. Because I want the character to get back to where he used to be. He was very much a juggernaut. He was selling comic books like hotcakes. He was getting toys. He was getting video games. He was getting all this shit. The character was fucking killing it. And everything in the 90s, in the early 2000s. What happened? Bullshit happened. On Tom McFarlane's mistakes. Now, I pray to God this movie doesn't get made on the big screen fully. Right now we got a script. And the script is awful. It's a disaster. It is a fucking spit in the face of the character that we all want him to be. When you have no origin story, when you have no villain, when you have nothing to do with the character, that means that character is fucking nothing like the comic. At least with the MCU, at least with DC films, they resemble the characters in some degree. Some degree. Not all of it, but some degree. You could clearly see that character is Spider-Man, that character is Batman, that character is Superman. With this fucking shit, it is nothing like Spawn. It may sound like some bits and pieces of what you've seen in some Spawn storylines, like the whole part where Twitch is trying to find his son and everything in between. That's a typical Spawn story, because that happened in the Spawn comics. But everything else is not. It's just, I'm disgusted, I'm pissed off, and I'm angry because I was right. I wanted to be proven wrong. I wanted to be proven wrong so bad. I wanted that because this is Todd McFarlane. I trusted him. Now I can't trust him. I can't trust him to make a movie. And if this movie gets made, I'm going to do everything I can to bash the fucking shit out of it. I will do everything by the book to make sure that movie failed. But we'll see. Anyway, I don't know what to say. Words cannot describe how I really feel. Words cannot describe how I really feel. Go check out the link. Go check it out. All the breakdown of the Spawn script is a gigantic mess. Congratulations, Todd McFarlane. You made the 90s movie that much enjoyable. Because that is Spawn. That is Spawn. And I'm least grateful that movie got made. Because it resembled somewhat in the comics. It may have some whitewash things on certain characters, but at least resembled what Spawn truly is. At least you got to know that character. At least you got to know Al Simmons. He was the star of the movie, not Twitch, not anyone else. Al Simmons was the character of that movie. But it's a sad, sad sight of a great, great character. It's treated like dog shit. Kind of reminds me of this character, that the creator hated its previous movies, rebooted it, tried to make it better in his vision, in his direction, along with the studio, and look how that turned out. Dead! Fucking dead! The same will go with Spawn if he gets another movie. Anyway, I'm done now. I got nothing to say.